what happened was that second game, we got our ass kicked, or the second half. We just got our ass totally kicked. We couldn't do diddly poo offensively. We couldn't make a first down. We couldn't run the ball. We didn't try to run the ball. We couldn't complete a pass. We sucked. The second half, we sucked. We couldn't stop the run. Every time they got the ball, they went down and got points. We got our ass totally kicked in the second half. That's what it boiled down to. It was a horse performance in the second half. Horse. I'm totally embarrassed and totally ashamed. Coaching did a horrible job. The players did a horrible job. We got our ass kicked in that second half. It sucked. It stunk.
Okay.
Batazo profundo, jardín derecho, señores. ¡Ay, ay, 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 ay!
And here's Wilmer Flores toward the middle. Crawford shoves it right from the glove. High drive down the left field line. Out of
here! Damage control. Straight to the everybody, welcome back to the Hum Baby Baseball channel. And today we got our asses totally kicked. Couldn't do diddly poo offensively. Giants 0 for 9 with runners in scoring position. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8. 0 for 9 with runners in scoring position. Their Arizona Diamondbacks 4 for 6. That's basically what it boils down to. One team hit with runners in scoring position and one team did not. And the game still went into extra innings. And the game still went to the 11th inning, but the Giants could not get it done. They lose 4-3. The game close. Never, despite what I just told you, the game was close. If the Giants just hit a little bit with runners in scoring position, a little bit, the Giants win this baseball game today. But they can't even do that. Despite Jacob Junis coming out and giving the Giants 3 scoreless, despite Tyler Rogers giving a 1-2-3 inning, striking out 2, Camilo Doval getting it done, Scott Alexander getting it done. Eventually, the Diamondbacks were going to win because the Giants cannot knock in a run. Wade Jr. almost did. He put a charge into one, didn't quite get out of the ballpark. I thought off the bat the game was over, and had this been one of the other 29 stadiums, the game might have been over. Actually, I think the statistics show that would have been a home run in 11 ballparks, but this wasn't one of them. So the Wade Jr. fly ball ends up as an out. The Giants lose the game despite, once again, a very good pitching, a decent pitching performance at least, and opportunities freaking galore. So thank you everyone for jumping in today. I had to play the couldn't do diddly poo offensively. Definitely had to play that clip to open up this post-game show. I see everybody's here. Everybody's here. Everybody's here. LDO, Lethal, Joe Boyd, Otai Champ, Morgan Farmer. Welcome to the farm. You can roll your windows down. That was pretty bad. LDO is here. Thank you guys so much for being here. Maybe AJ will help. AJ Pollock, who's hitting 193, I think. I can't remember now, but it was 1 something. It's below the Mendoza line. I did a live stream on that before the game. Giants have picked up AJ Pollock. Based on his stats this year, I'm not too happy about it. I mean, I don't say I'm not happy, but I'm not overly excited. We'll just say that. Hosnija, y'all are so overreactive over 1 loss and 1 trades right now. Damn, it's going to happen tomorrow. I'm not worried about 1 loss. Honestly, not. The Giants have won 2 consecutive games in walk-off form, almost 3 today. And Giants are 9 games over 500. We're in a playoff spot. I'm totally content with this record. And overall, what I'm frustrated is their offense lately. The offense has been just bad. Like, how you go 0 for 9? What are the Giants with runners? I don't know how to look up these kind of numbers. But if someone can find out, like, last 50 at-bats, what are we like? 5 for 50? something like with runners in scoring position, I'm talking about, not just at bats in general, but runners in scoring position. It's really bad. But yeah, no, we've reached the trade deadline where we're in a playoff spot. So I'm not here to freak out too much. I'm just saying, like Malone says, we literally have the 29th worst offense in baseball since July 1st. A very rough month offensively. Offensively, this has been a horrific month. 0 for 9 with runners in scoring position. Manfred ball. I mean, it's been rough. Okay, I thought the bigger bases were supposed to help Rob Manfred. I actually played on a little bit on a minor league field a few weeks ago, and I checked those bases out. They are big old bases. Oh my God, because I played through high school and stuff, and a little bit as an adult. So I looked down and I looked at my foot on that base. I was like, damn, that's a big old base. It ain't helping the Giants though. That's for dang sure. It's just kind of a joke about the bases. The bottom line is if you can't get base hits with runners in scoring position, the owner of the Giants F up, you ain't going to win that many games. So we need to find a way. And I don't think A.J. Pollock is the answer. Diaz was called up. Robert, what did Robert say? Something positive because we need it. Giants offense will come around. I mean, I think it will improve. It almost has to. Giants have been fortunate to have won as much as we have this month. The pitching has really stepped up, especially the bullpen has really stepped up in the last 30 days just to keep the Giants to let them win a few games, 3-2 and 1-2 and 4-1 and whatever, because the pitching has been good. And today was a close game because of the pitching. I mean, there was some offense for sure. Wilmer Flores hit a home run in the third inning. That's what got the game started. Might as well do the recap right now. But what happened after that? Let's see. The home run in the third. Crawford hit a sac fly in the fourth. Giants were up 2-0 at that point, but Corbin Carroll had a base hit, and that made it 2-1. Gurriel Jr. hit a double, making it 2-2 down the line. Very nice job of hitting there from Gurriel Jr. And then we went into extras. So we had the bullcrap runner at second base. I don't even like to watch extra innings with a runner at second base. I'll never get used to it. Emmanuel Rivera drove in a base hit. So it's like, you score and you don't even care. If they score and it's like, we're okay. We got a runner too. And the Giants scored. And then Ketel Marte scored. And it's like, we got a runner too, except the Giants couldn't score him in the bottom of the 12th, bottom of the 11th, which is not a big surprise. I mean, we can't hit with runners in scoring position. So for a team that can't hit with runners in scoring position, if that's your weakness, Giants left the bases loaded, like second or third inning. Giants left the bases loaded at one point in this game. If you can't hit with runners in scoring position, the runner at second base rule is like you're just destined to lose because you can't get a base hit. We only scored the run on a wild pitch. It was a wild pitch. They have to throw a wild pitch for us to score because we can't get a damn base hit. What's It? The movie It? Or you're talking about a particular movie? Actually, I need to review It and It Chapter 2. And It, the 90s or the 80s, late 80s, 89 version. 193 is a gift. Pollock is hitting like 150. 193. Diamondbacks are now in the 6th seed slot due to Miami's loss today. This is a 4-game series. This is all fine. We could still win 3 out of 4. I don't know what's going on with the freaking offense. Scott Bender's first hit in ACL was a home run. He's in the rookie league. Very excited to see some of those guys ending up on the roster for the Giants. I was checking that out earlier today. I was looking at the rosters for the rookie league teams. Wilmer is our offense, basically. If they trade Wilmer, I might boycott. I'm just kind of joking. Like, I don't boycott. I don't believe in that. But if you trade Wilmer Flores, you're just telling me you don't care about this season. And they would not do that. They will not do that because he is carrying this team on his back offensively. If the owners never cared, how did we get a dynasty? Good question. We did have a nice dynasty. Nice dynasty. 3 World Series in 5 years. 3 World Series in 5 years. Who can say that? Who can say that going back to 2010? Does anyone have more? Maybe the Red Sox, 2013, 2018. Was that it? I don't know if I'm forgetting one, but I think the Giants have the most World Series since 2010. Of course, we haven't gotten one lately. But yeah, no, Giants used to be we had rough seasons too. We got Lincecum, but Lincecum won the first overall pick. But yeah, back then the Giants we drafted Lincecum, we drafted Kane, we drafted Bumgarner. We drafted Bumgarner in 2007 after a rough year in 2006. I don't remember how high he was drafted. I think it was top 10, but it's been a long time. Yeah, he was 10th, barely top 10. But yeah, we got Bumgarner 10th overall in 2007. Great pick. That was a winner right there. That was a winner right there. Very nice pick. But yeah, drafting is huge right now. Drafting is massive. So we'll see. Jim Thorokill. Eric, can we bring up Bryce Eldridge? He can't be any worse than this garbage. Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, we're not going to bring him up anytime soon. We're not going to see him for many, many years. I'm hoping he goes to San Jose next year because he'll probably be in rookie league this year. And I'm hoping he ends up at San Jose next year. Now that San Jose is the low A team, which is a bunch of crap. That pissed me off because California League's supposed to be high A, but now it's low A. But that's fine. In a way, it's kind of cool because you get to see the prospects quicker after they get drafted. Eldridge had 3 at-bats in ACL, didn't get a hit. No biggie. No biggie. No biggie. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Malone Labe says, AM, yeah, unless Giants did what the A's did, then you better boycott. Yeah, I would never boycott. I wouldn't boycott. Because boycott means I'm leaving until I get something that I'm demanding or whatever. I might just be out if the rules get stupid enough. I might one day, I'm done with baseball. I'll still put the documentaries. I'll talk about old baseball, but new baseball I don't care about if it gets bad enough. For example, if they did player interviews every inning, I would be out. If they did if the All-Star game was if regular season was like an All-Star game and they interviewed players on the field during the game, I would not watch. I could not watch. I can't do it. Just can't do it. Let's ride it out. Giants lose today. A final score in extra innings, 4-3 in 11. Ginkel gets the win. Taylor Rogers gets the loss. Didn't really deserve the loss because he didn't put a runner at second base. Manfred did. McGuff gets the save today. McGuff with the save. 4-3. Diamondbacks 57-50. Giants 58-49. If we check out the standings now, Giants are in second place. I believe this is updated. Giants are in second place right now, 2.5 games out of first place. I mean, we're doing just fine. This season overall, it's just very concerning when you can't hit, you can't drive in a run. 0 for 9, and that's not even the worst of it. If it was just a outlier, 0 for 9, tough day with runners in scoring position, it happens. But this whole month, I'm glad the month is over. The dog days of August are coming, and I hope that they're a lot better than freaking July offensively. Not that it was a terrible month with wins and losses. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the worst. It was okay. I don't know if they were 500 or what. I don't have that in front of me. We could probably figure it out right now. But I mean, 4-3-2. Okay, we had a good game against the A's. We scored 8. Then we scored 2. 1-1-1-3-1-2. I mean, and then we had a good game against the Reds. 4-8-3-6-1-5. And there's a few okay here and there. But a good team, a really good offensive team, 5-6 should be normal. That should be normal. 1 should be rare. But I know I'm just complaining, and I'm hoping that tomorrow the Giants will add some help offensively, because obviously we've proven the weakness here in this team. But can anyone? I don't know how to find out just the record in July. Probably some way to do it. I'm kind of just curious, what was our record in July? Probably 500 or something. I'm curious about that. Hoodie, even so, they're limping into the playoffs. How are you okay with that, Robert? We aren't limping into the playoffs yet because we still got a whole month of August and September. Not 1, but 2 whole months. Not 1, but 2 whole months. Malone Labe and Joe Boyd are definitely not the same person. I can tell by the way that I can tell. I can promise you that they are not the same person. I won't go into details, but they're a very different way of form of speaking. Bob Rad. Giants sucked for 8 years to get to 2010, and they were super young in 2010. Rays, Astros, Braves built the same way the Giants did, and the Giants got 3 rings with that rebuild. I mean, I hope we don't have to like totally suck. Bring up the August schedule. We need to be serious about it. Bringing up the August schedule, if I can. Yeah. We have some tough series coming up, but it doesn't matter, dude. It's baseball. We can win regardless. Let's see if we can get this schedule here. Malone Labe. More than one way to win a baseball game. That's a true statement. That's a true statement. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the August schedule. I'm going to blow it up a little bit. And I'm not sure how well you can see it, but it says Arizona for 3, Oakland for 2, not too shabby. That's not too bad so far. Angels for 3. Ohtani will probably still be there. Then we play the Texas Rangers at home. Welcome back, Bruce Bochy. And the Texas Rangers are going for it. They're going to be so freaking motivated in that 3-game series because they're going to have their new player, whoever else they trade for. We're going to face some serious pitchers right there. Basically, they're stacked. Tampa Bay Rays. Rays are just always good, and this year's no exception. That's going to be a tough homestand. 3 against Texas, 3 against Tampa Bay, and then to Atlanta to face, obviously, a very strong Braves team in Atlanta. Then to the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, to face the Phillies, National League champs. Then home to face the Atlanta Braves again, and then the hot young Reds team before we take on the Padres as we move into September. So, yeah, you're right. It's a tough month, but we can handle it. We can handle it. Plenty of days off. Thursdays are off in August except for the 31st. And we have one nice Friday off, which is coming up here this Friday for a day off. So there are some days off to be had. And we move into September, and it really doesn't slow down. Padres, Cubs. I think the Cubs are not that bad. I think Cubs are don't take them for granted. Rockies have given us trouble lately. Cleveland has a really good pitching staff. Rockies again for 4 in Colorado. Arizona for 2. LA for 4. San Diego for 3. And LA for 3. This is a tough final 2 months of the season. And the Giants are not healthy. There is definitely something to be concerned about. Tomorrow's a big day. It's the last day we can make improvements as far as trades go. So, oh my freaking goodness. Oh my freaking goodness. The end of the year has plenty of games against Dodgers and Dbacks and Giants to take the division. The disaster is being knocked out of the playoffs. Wild card for the last few games against the Donkeys. Let's hope not. I have to go to the Chop House in Atlanta. I don't think I'm going to be going on any more road games this year. If so, it would be the A's or maybe Arizona. I want to go to Chase Field, but I don't know if I'll make it this year. Never been to Chase Field. I've been outside of Chase Field. I haven't been inside. So I've been to Phoenix, but it wasn't during the baseball season. Kona Island, Dulce Marist. Tampa has gone ice cold. Oh, Tampa's struggling. Tampa's struggling. It ain't over yet. I saw my man was live today. Jim at Ballcast Sports was live with the power ranking. He did a new power ranking. If I'm not mistaken, I could be mistaken on that. But Ballcat Sports. I wonder where he put the Giants. We got hot for a while, and we've kind of cooled off. We haven't gotten like ice cold. All the offense has, but again, the pitching has kept it going. Yeah, he streamed 12 hours ago. There we go.
On fire. Where are they going to rank? How high?
Where? Let's just jump to the end and see where he's got it. Let's just cheat.
Look good. I still want some.
Okay, so he has the Giants at 10. Not too shabby. I'll take that 10th. Top 10 team right now, power ranking. Jim from Ballcast Sports has the Giants at 10. Where's the Rays? You got the Rays at 5, Dodgers at 4, Reds have jumped to 3. And then it looks like the Orioles, and I guess he's got the Braves number 1. Interesting. So Giants at number 10. What did he say about my Giants?
And also, who did you play? You took 2 out of 3 from Baltimore. Dropped 2 out of 3 to Pittsburgh. That's not a good look, but overall, 3-3 week. I got the Phillies in at 11, dropping 1 spot. Now I've got the Giants lined up next at number 10.
Yes.
The Giants in at number 10, 58-48 now overall. They lost that game to the Tigers on Monday, took 2 from Oakland, both of the games from Oakland, and then took 2 out of 3 against the Boston Red Sox. Giants deserve and earn a spot to climb up one more and crack the top 10 at 58-48. Now, 9-8-7.
All right, that's all he didn't say. He didn't say too much. He didn't say too much about the Giants, but hey, at least we got there at number 10 for Ballcap Sports power ranking. Could be worse. Could definitely be worse. Kapler shouldn't have left Wood in so long. Trade him. Hey, Wood pitched well, though. Park is not getting old. It's not the Coliseum. Did someone say AT&T Park is getting old? God forbid AT&T or Oracle Park gets old, because I don't know if we're going to be able to build another stadium. I don't want to hear nothing about Giants moving. I ain't trying to hear nothing about Giants moving. I'm hoping that day comes after I'm gone from the earth, before the Giants talk about moving again. But the problem is these stadiums are considered old after it used to be like 40, 50 years. But we're starting to see talk about Chase Field being old. The Braves moved out of Turner Field. The Rangers moved out of their ballpark. That was kind of to do with the heat. But they moved out of a beautiful ballpark and Globe Life Park after only, not even 20, about 20 years, 20-ish years. So ballparks are considered old sooner. I've heard talk about other teams who have recently opened their park, talk about how it's getting old. AT&T Park is 23 years old now. So it's the same age. When did Candlestick open? 1963 or something of that. 1960. Candlestick opened in 60. So technically, Oracle Park is at 23 years old, same age that Candlestick Park was in 1983. So still pretty young. And of course, it's a more modern ballpark, hopefully built to last even longer than they were back in the day. But yeah, impressive what he said already. What he said, really. I appreciate it. I'm a believer in Elliot Ramos. Oh, you got to love Ramos. I wonder how involved the Giants were in the Lance Lynn and Joey Kelly trades. Did the Dodgers take those deals? Also, Giants have been front runners for Verlander until yesterday. Dodgers likely. Yeah, I've seen you missed my statement. You sent me a statement? But Wood walked a couple of players before that. Yeah, I mean, he's not perfect. He's not the best. He's not a frontline starter. He's a back-end starter, but I think he's okay. I'm not unconfident when I see Wood's name. I don't lose confidence when I even see Stefani's name, believe it or not. I lose a little confidence when I see Stripling's name. I lose a little confidence when I see Manaya's name, although he's been looking better lately. And maybe he's come out of this funk, but neither of them really give me a whole lot of confidence. And it's partially because they're new this year and I haven't seen them pitch well a whole lot until lately. Love the Rangers' old ballpark. When I went, it was the hottest sports event I've ever attended. That's partially why they moved. But now they are at Globe Life Field. Giants will be there next year. They have. I went there in 21. And I went to 2020 playoffs and then again in 21 when the Giants were there. And it's an impressive place structurally. Like the construction, like, wow, this is just a machine. This is but it definitely has more of a warehouse feel than a ballpark. So I can't say it's great, Obviously, a beautiful field, and it's nice that it's cool in there and not 150 degrees. But it from the outside and inside, it looks like a warehouse, like a giant warehouse, freaking Home Depot. Yeah, I sent a bank statement. I would like to see that bank statement. Yeah, it better not be old. Last live game I watched Giants was at Candlestick Park. What? You need to go to Oracle. AT&T Park old. It's one of the best parts of the entire 23 years. Is nothing. I'm sick of the materialism, disposable thinking. Polo Grounds went through 4 iterations over 74 years. I'm hoping that I never live to see the day. Not because, just because I hope it's so long from now that I don't have to see that day where the Giants actually start talking about moving. I'm going to hold my statement. I trust you. I'll hold me to it. I don't know your statement. They need to keep Schmidt out of the lineup. You got to be joking if 5 ERA isn't good. I had a blast at my second favorite ballpark, Rangers old. Rangers old. 20 years is still young. I want to thank everyone for being here. The Giants unable to win today, but tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow's another day. And this one, honestly, we should have won this game. We gave them the freaking game. We gave them the game because it couldn't at least go 2 for 9 with runners in scoring position, and then we would have won the game. I never have seen a team that looks so good suddenly just forget how to hit. Did the pitching coach give him a bunch of advice? I was watching one of Matt Antonelli's videos. If you guys don't know, he's a former MLB player. He has a YouTube channel. And he was saying how he was really good at every level pretty much. And he had a certain swing. His feet would be spread apart. And he doesn't make a huge step, short stride. Did that through Little League, high school, college. Imagine being so good that you get drafted in the first round. You go through the minor leagues. You've been playing, hitting a certain way your whole life. He said when he got to the Padres, after his first day there, they took him and they're like, we're going to add a leg kick. We're going to add a leg kick and completely change your swing. After the first game, when he got a base hit in his first at bat against Greg Maddux, they changed his swing. They changed his whole way, his whole stance, and gave him this huge leg kick. And he went into a huge slump and went like over his next 20 and never got a shot in the big leagues again. He said the very next team he went to, he started hitting his comfortable way again. And the first thing they did is like, we're going to add you a leg kick. And said, why are hitting coaches at the major league level messing with these guys who have done it a certain way their whole life? And that's what got them to the big leagues. You don't tinker with that. You let them hit with what's comfortable unless you see a major issue and they're in a big slump and you see a problem that might help them. That's one thing. You don't change their swing as soon as they show up. I was pissed when I saw that video. I was absolutely pissed. I don't know if that's what's happening, but hitting coaches at the big league level, don't change their stance. Don't change their form that they've done their whole life. That's how they got to the big leagues. I was pissed off for him. Anyway, just wanted to let y'all know. I'm not blaming the hitting coach. I don't know what's going on with the Giants offense, but we need to freaking figure it out. We need to figure it out. I'll review it eventually before the end of the year. Before the end of the year. This movie's 100 years old. There's no rush. I want to go see some other movies too. There's a few movies that are coming out soon that I'd like to check out. Because I love film, okay? Lately, film is going downhill. Just like Major League Baseball is going downhill. But I'm hanging on. I'm hanging on. Remember the 90s? That was scary. Baby, breaking news per John Morosi. Giants are interested in Teoscar Hernandez from the Seattle Mariners. Oh, what a shock. What a shock. We're getting someone else from the Mariners because Farhan and the Mariners GM are golfing buddies. Holy Moses. Dude, can we get someone who's not on the Mariners? There's 29 other teams with talent. Holy cow. I mean, I don't have a problem with trading with the Mariners, but that's all we trade with. Jiminy Christmas. I think I know what you're talking about. I saw Nicolas Cage had a new movie that looked really interesting. Tell me which one you're talking. Not the vampire one. Are you talking about the vampire one or yet another one? Holy freaking cow. Ben Kaspick, what did he think about the trade? What did he think about the trade? My man, Ben Kaspick, I got to get him on the program. We need to get Ben on this program.
Deadline is tomorrow, but the San Francisco Giants made a trade today acquiring outfielder AJ Pollock as well as utility player Mark Mathias. And this trade was not received all that well by Giants fans, and I understand why. This is Ben Kaspick with the Locked On Giants podcast. It's just such a minor move for a team that is a big market team and a team that is 10 games over 500, or at least they were before another disappointing loss in which they couldn't get a hit with guys on base. So many chances to blow this game open or at least score a few more runs, and they just couldn't do it, and they lose to the D-backs. But the trade deadline is still tomorrow, and it's still to be determined what their ultimate haul is by the deadline. But tonight, the pitching, once again, openers and all that, it worked, but the offense just continues to struggle. And this is a team that looks like, whether it's on the pitching side or the offensive side, they need reinforcements. Pollock is an okay complementary piece, maybe, if he rebounds, but I think the Giants need more than that. So we'll talk about this tomorrow.
I like that. AJ Pollock's a nice complimentary piece, maybe, if he rebounds. That's the problem with Pollock. Nice complimentary piece, maybe, if he rebounds. Not just a nice complimentary piece, guaranteed. He said that very kindly. A guy's hitting one something. He's hitting one something. Why would we trade for someone who's hitting under the Mendoza line just because he has a familiar name and just because he used to be on the Dodgers and Farhan used to know him? Is he on the 26th man, by the way? Where did they put him? Where did they put him? I just kind of assumed he'd be on the active roster on the 26th man. I don't think they're going to put him in the minor leagues, right? He just probably hasn't shown up yet. I don't see his name. Oh, he's on the IL. I forgot. He's on the IL for a freaking hamstring. I told you guys yesterday, Major League Baseball players have the weakest hamstrings out of any freaking profession. Out of any profession, and it's not close. Major League Baseball players' hamstrings are like spaghetti. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. I was like, what a shock. Yesterday I talked about how Major League Baseball players have the weakest hamstrings. And then today we traded for a dude who has a messed up hamstring. Eric, we don't need a rebounder. We need a hitter. Yeah, we don't need someone who's going to rebound. Why even make that trade? That's why Giants fans are disappointed. It's just a nothing trade, and it just messes with our roster space. Now Mike Yastrzemski's on the IL. And this guy's already on the IL. That's why they didn't need a 26-man spot for him. Giants are not ready, man. We got to do something tomorrow. We're going to go for a World Series or not. That's the whole point. I'm not saying we're going to win one, but that's the point. We're in a playoff spot. Put 9 games above 500 or whatever. This is the time tomorrow. If the Giants don't get some quality players tomorrow, I'm gonna just assume that they don't believe in this team for this year. I hate to trade away prospects, but we don't necessarily have to, or do I want us to trade away Harrison, Luciano, Grant McCray, okay. I think I'll be okay with trading him. He's a really nice player. Von Brown, I'd hate to trade him away because it was such a good draft pick and he looks so powerful. But honestly, for the right guy, I think I'd be okay with it. Arteaga, I think I'd be okay with it. I'm not saying all these guys, but I'm saying one of these guys from Florida. The top three, I think, are rather untouchable with Kyle Harrison, Luciano, and Weisenhunt. After that, I don't mind one or two, throwing a Mason Black. Man, Mason Black's been dealing, though, and he's about big league ready. It'd take quite a lot. Reggie Crawford's our first round pick from last year. That would be tough to give up, as a two-way player. Will Bednar, I'd hate to give up. He was our first round pick, but he's kind of struggled with injury and whatnot. Elliot Ramos, I'd hate to, give up on him, but he obviously has not panned out the way we all hoped so far anyway. And then down here, all these guys are available. Whether it's Diego Velasquez, Wade Meckler, Jose Cruz, Hayden Birdsong, throw some of these guys in a deal, and let's get somebody who's going to help us. Make a package deal. That's what you do. Just don't trade Harrison or Luciano if it was up to me. We can't trade Kyle Harrison. Kyle Harrison could be the next, big thing as far as pitchers go. One of our, we haven't drafted in a while guys like Matt Cain, Tim Lincecum, Madison Bumgarner, that era of draft picks. So I do not want to give Kyle Harrison up. I wouldn't trade Kyle Harrison for pretty much anything. That's just me. But let me know what you guys think. Would you guys be willing to give up Kyle Harrison? Calling me negative is just flat out me as being me. That's not an opinion. Nice hat. Where'd you get it? I got this from Fanatics. Fanatics. I think that's the official Major League store or whatever. I don't think I got it at MLB Shop. I think I actually got it at Fanatics. I don't know if it's still there, but I don't think this specific cap is still there. I need to buy more caps. I need to buy more caps and some more merch and jersey stuff for the channel. Get some better, and I'm planning on all that, but kind of in a tough, little bit of a tough streak right now. Got to get the videos going again. I do have a new documentary. I was going to premiere it tomorrow, but I changed my mind because tomorrow's the trade deadline, and I thought it's probably not the best day to premiere a video that I'm trying to push out there because somebody could be watching the video and all of a sudden a big trade happens or they see a thumbnail, they're going to click off right away. Trade deadline is not the best day to premiere a video, so I decided to premiere it on Wednesday. I feel sick about giving Kyle Harrison. What do I know? You're absolutely right. Eric, will you get Ben Caspick on the channel soon? Oh, Ben's coming on the channel very soon. Ben will be on the channel very soon. I'll have him on the channel after the trade deadline. I'm going to ask him. I'm going to email him. I'm going to mail him right now. I'm going to send him a message right now. We'll have him on the channel for like a after the trade deadline type deal. I don't know if it'll be a video or a live stream. Can't find him. Or Ben Caspick. Oh no, I have his phone number. I'll text him. I'll text him on my phone later. I forgot he gave me my phone number. He gave me my phone. We've been talking on the phone. I was gonna send him a message on Twitter. I'll talk to him on my phone. And we gotta get Brody on here. What's his name? A's fan. He's got a great channel. I almost said Adrian Brody. It ain't Adrian Brody. That's an actor. The actor? What's that? Back to the Future, right? Who's president of the United States in 1985? Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan? The actor? Here's a few hats. Similar hats, but not quite the same one. His name is Brody Brazil. Brody Brazil. Brody Brazil. I watch his channel all the time. I watch this dude's channel. I don't know if I've ever, I feel like I've talked to him. I feel like I've been in touch with him at some point. I'm almost certainly I talked to him briefly. Like he knows who I am. I'm not 100%. I don't know. I think I've talked to Brody. Good a couple years ago. He's got a great channel. I think pretty sure Jenny Vega knows about Brody Brazil. But he's been talking a lot about the A's moving, and he did a video I watched on ticket prices. I was like, I want to make a video like that. Yeah, MLB prices in 2022. He broke it down. I think I think his estimates were way cheaper than they actually are. But yeah, he was talking about like how family of four, how much they got to spend to go to a game. It's insane. And I think he was on the cheaper end. That's like the worst tickets you can find, and taking it real conservative and real easy as far as spending money at the game. and you're still spending well over $100, close to $200 on the conservative end, on taking it very easy. So I want to make a video like that. I think it's interesting. I love Brody Brazil. Yeah, 100%. Get Giants Baseball 101 on your channel. Committed a Giants fan that always uploads post-game. Giants Baseball 101. AJ Pollock is an F grade. Not going to happen, Joe. Brody Brazil is a great analyst. You guys know about Brody. Love Brody. You guys know about Brody. Yeah, I'm going to get Brody on the channel. I'm going to tell Brody, we need you on the channel, bro. I got 30,000 subscribers. I ain't not that little. I might have more than Brody. How many subscribers he have? Somehow I have more than Brody. I don't know how. Somehow I have more than Brody. That does not equate to overall quality because he has got a great channel. Absolutely great channel. But he's right there with me. So we're both around the same. So Brody Brazil is fantastic, and I'm gonna try to get him on the channel. That makes me think more likely he'll come on the channel. Not that subscribers is everything, obviously, but some people won't even write back to me. They're like, dude, you 20,000 subscribers, bro. They won't even write back to me. I've reached out to the big guys. You got what's his name? Cleveland fan, Fuzzy. And I'll do respect. I know he's busy, but he doesn't write back. He won't respond to me. I've texted him. I've DM'd him. I've emailed him. He doesn't respond. He won't respond to me. So I'm just a little guy. That's okay. I get it. Lydia P. Jim Thor. Oh, he works for NBC Sports. Oh, that's big time. He may not respond to me. I missed the game due to work. Did we play Giants baseball? Going to look like 60 men on base. LOL. Pollock. Really? I thought that was my type of fish. My head hurts. Yeah, you are absolutely right. We did leave about 69 men on base. Giants Baseball 101, 100%. We're going to make it happen. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate the support. And we're going to talk to you guys in the next post game, and hopefully it'll be a win. Thank you again, everyone. Have a great evening. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. And we're going to talk to y'all in the very next stream. We threw that game away. And I'm going to play. We did diddly poo offensively in that one. Good old man, he lived below the mill. Dooley had 2 daughters and a 40-gallon still. One guy watched the boiler, the other watched the sprout. Mama cooked the bottles while old Dooley fetched them out. Sing, Dooley, the holler, Dooley, try to make $1. Dooley, give me a swallow, pay you back someday. Dooley, slip it up the holler. Dooley, try to make $1. Dooley, give me a swallow, pay you back someday. Thank you again. Have a pleasant evening. And we'll talk to y'all tomorrow.
Well, what happened was that second game, we got our ass kicked. Or the second half, we just got our ass totally kicked. We couldn't do diddly poo offensively. We couldn't make a first down. We couldn't run the ball. We didn't try to run the ball. We couldn't complete a pass. We sucked. The second half, we sucked. We couldn't stop the run. Every time they got the ball, they went down and got points. We got our ass totally kicked in the second half. That's what it boiled down to. It was a horse performance in the second half. Horse. I'm totally embarrassed and totally ashamed. Coaching did a horrible job. The players did a horrible job. We got our ass kicked in that second half. It sucked. It stunk. And that was a disgraceful performance, in my opinion. We threw that game. We gave it away by doing that. We gave them the friggin' game. In my opinion, that sucked.
Batazo profundo, jardín derecho, señores. ¡Ay, ay, 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 ay! Wilmer Flores toward the middle. Crawford shows it right from the glove.
High drive down the left field line.
Damage control, straight to the hole. I got no chance of ever making my goal. I lost my one soul. I'm gonna burn if I don't do what I'm told before I'm too old to find some. West Virginia, Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River, life is old there. Older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country road.